Well, hey guys, David here. Just social distancing, self isolating, stuck in a room, bored out of my mind. So I thought, well, I'll make a video. I've been watching CNN and Fox News and MSNBC all day. And one of the things that is really driving me crazy is I keep seeing, you know, all of these preachers on TV still holding services, still laying hands on one another, thinking that they can cure this coronavirus. There's already been 3 preachers that's died because they defied the order. Then there was a preacher just over the last day that was arrested in Tampa Bay, Florida for defying the order. And the thing that I think people should realize is, okay, look at these really religious, crazy ass countries, Iran, Saudi Arabia. If Allah is so powerful, why did you stop your prayer services? Why did you stop the Mecca, when you go to Mecca, your pilgrimage there, to walk around the Kaaba, if Allah is so powerful. But on the other hand, the Christian God, he isn't powerful either. He can't save you. He can't fix anything. Look at Italy. Italy with the most churches, the Pope and all that crap. They can't fix nothing. God is weak. He's really weak. The coronavirus, and this is the thing that I think really drives me crazy, because I always hear people say, well, you can't create nothing out of nothing. The universe had to come from something. God had to create it. Well, we're starting to learn. There is an organism 10 billionth our size that's killing us. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And what I mean by that is, when you look out there and go, well, what created the universe? There's a whole world of microorganisms that we can't see. There's even microorganisms in space, bacteria that survive. They can survive. When you say there's nothing there, there's something there. There's something there. You can't see it, but there's something there. And the thing about it is, people will say, well, Dave, you can't see God, so God's there. But the problem is, this is where your little argument falls flat. We can prove that bacteria exist. We can prove that virus exists. We can't prove that your little God exists. And if your God does exist, then he is weak because he can't beat bacteria or viruses. These people think, oh, God will protect me. My mom was like that. You know where my mom is now? Dead. She was one of these people that believed God will protect me. She got cancer last year and is like, nope, I don't need no treatment. I'll just pray and put hands on me. And you know where she's at now? Dead. God didn't help her. Dead. My dad, he tried that stuff too. He got treatment, but he still believed in putting hands on you. You know where my dad is now? Dead. And that's what I think is funny. Is, all of these people, like my mom, my dad, they all believed, Jesus was going to come back and save them. And you know what? They're dead now. Jesus never came back in their lifetime. They're dead. I remember I was talking to my grandma one time. She's like 93. And I was like, Grandma, do you think God is ever going to come back and save us and all that stuff? And she's like, Dave, ever since I was a little girl, I was going to tent revivals, and they were saying that Jesus was going to come back then. She's like, here I am, 93 years old now. He still hadn't come back. And that grandma of mine, with a level-headed thinking, she's been dead for over a decade, and Jesus still ain't come back. People need to realize there's mythology, and then there's real life. Science is real. Believing in Jesus, praying, believing in Allah, all of that stuff is bullshit. You know, when this started over in Asia, did Buddha help them? Did, you know, all of their beliefs help them? When it went to India, when it went to Saudi Arabia, when it went to Iran, when it went to all these places, did any of their gods help anything? No. It's just fake BS. There is no God. There's only life and science. You know, where did we come from? We came from the Big Bang. Different heavy elements were created. These heavy elements formed stars. In the nucleus of these stars, in the intense heat and pressure, the smaller elements were created, and boom, life. You know, next time you say, well, nothing comes from nothing, remember the coronavirus. Remember, something 10 billionth your size that you can't see with the naked eye can kill you dead. So don't be saying that, oh, how can we come from nothing? Because just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. But unlike your God, who we can't see, we can prove that viruses and bacteria exist. Science can do that. You know, your little God, that's my hunch. I feel it. Oh, I feel it inside. Yeah, whatever. It's BS. You know, if you so much believe in God, then freaking go get the coronavirus and then sit there and just be like, oh, I don't need to go to the hospital. You know, I'm just supposed to sit here and, you know, God will heal me. God will heal me. Just like my mom. I don't need chemo treatment. God will heal me. Dead. Dead. You know, I was there with her when she died. You know how she died? She died peaceful, but she had ascites. And if you don't know what that is, it's where fluid builds up in your stomach, in your abdominal cavity. And black fluid was leaking out of her mouth constantly. You know, and when she died, it just poured out of her mouth. Once all the muscles and everything relaxed, it was like a fountain. It just poured out of her mouth. And I tried to clean up her face, but it wouldn't stop. It just kept pouring out. So, where's God? He's nowhere. You know the things that's going to stop coronavirus? It's not going to be God. It's not going to be Allah. It's not going to be Buddha. It's not going to be Ganesh or freaking Ramalaba. It's going to be science. It's going to be medicine. You know, you people need to get over the fact that, you know, you can pray away. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know, all these preachers thinking that they can go out there and, you know, heal you. And then you got these people out there drinking, you know, colloidal silver and miracle magic solution and all this crap and bleach. It's like, you know, I think in a way the earth is trying to get rid of us because we've gotten so stupid. People are just stupid. You know, when I see people watching Alex Jones or these stupid ass preachers on TV and they're all like, yeah, buy this stuff, it'll heal you. No, it won't. It won't. I promise you. You know, just like those two idiots that took that, you know, aquarium chemical for fish and the husband died and the wife was in intensive care. You know, I look at it like sometimes, you know, in history, the world gets to a point that's like, you know, there's too many stupid people. You know, nature does this. There's too many stupid people. I think I need to take a bunch of them out. You know, we had the Black Plague and then we had the Spanish flu and now we have coronavirus. And, you know, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. We mistreated this planet so much. And I think it's funny. That's one of the things that I think is funny. It's not funny that people are dying, but what's funny is this is all happening at the same time. It's like coronavirus is happening, but while coronavirus is happening, oil prices are falling through the floor, man. They're going to be giving oil away in a couple of days. And isn't this kind of ironic how, you know, nature, coronavirus, strikes back at humankind? Also, with oil prices, you know, when we destroy our environment, are falling out and all these people are going bankrupt and all these companies, you know, Halliburton, you know, that profited so much during the Gulf War and the Iraq War, now they're laying people off and going broke. You know, Dick Cheney and Bush, they're probably selling their stock. There's another couple of people that need to get coronavirus and just croak off this planet. So, yeah, I say let science do its job. You know, wishing and praying away ain't going to help. You know, thoughts and prayers, that's what I say. Thoughts and prayers is doing nothing. Thoughts and prayers is like sitting at home, self-isolating, doing nothing. Because that's what you're doing. You're achieving nothing. You're just sitting in a room watching TV. Thinking about your thoughts and prayers, whatever. So, if we want this, you know, tragedy and this pandemic to go away, then we need to tell God to go fuck off. And we need to start trying to use science. And just like the genius Jesus said, nothing that enters your body can cause you harm. Yeah, he's an idiot. Jesus was a freaking mud person that couldn't probably read, you know, and walked around with a bunch of dudes that were stupider than he was. So this is David. As always, Zizzles. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know, stay safe. Nobody should die. Young people or old people. But don't listen to these charlatans. Listen to the scientists. Bye.